Check, microphone check. Good morning. Oh man. Okay, so I've been going on this little like deal at night. We got on a little bit earlier, so hopefully our video looks beautiful and my beard is beautiful. Beautiful. Because of all the people that are online right now having to do school, Eric. It could be that time of the day where everybody's logging in on their computers and just draining the system out there. I have no clue, but it is what it is. But you know what? Tell everybody what day it is so we can go ahead and get on with
I knew you were going to do that to me. Hold on here. Try to fix stuff for you to put me on the spot.
I know, right?
First of all, it's Friday. I like that.
It's Friday. That's what we talk about. Friday.
So it's National Bubble Bath Day.
Eric, when was the last time you took a bubble bath?
I don't know about bubble bath, but spa yesterday.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, where'd you find a spa at?
In my backyard.
Oh, there you go. That always works.
it makes it a little convenient, yeah.
Yeah, that always works if you go into a spa.
Yeah, but not like the Desert Rose Spa. That's a better spa.
Yeah, that's definitely a better spa. So Eric, we have literally so much news coming in, and it's definitely is getting, different, getting a little bit better. I actually want to go ahead and talk about the polar bear, like plunge. So I got to call them today because the actual, like get in or sign up sheet or whatever, it's totally complicated. And when you push a button, it doesn't go nowhere. So I got to call them and tell them that the button is broken or I'm broken or whatever it may be. But anyways, I'm going to try to jump in there. There's no doubt about it. I'm definitely trying. Yesterday was one of those days where I just didn't want to do nothing because of just what the world is going on. And it's just sad. But anyways, I am definitely trying to go ahead and pull that out of my tail so we can go ahead and see some fun, man. I mean, there's no better way to see some fun than watching San Martin jump in a pool that's probably going to be freezing. It looks like it's going to be probably around 30 degrees.
It's still the warmest winter I've ever remembered on record. So come on.
Yeah, no, I don't want to. Maybe if I jump in there the next day, it will start snowing.
There you go. Yeah, because that weather's got to be, that water's got to be in the 50s, 60s. That's not bad. 50s maybe.
Hopefully it's heated.
Maybe lower because it's all about the overnight temperature, right? Anyway,
yeah,
I would love to see.
Maybe we'll jump in the jacuzzi afterwards. Maybe we'll jump in the jacuzzi afterwards.
Do they have one there?
Let's go, huh? Yeah, they have one. I think they have one.
Oh, that's cheating then.
There's no cheating in this, Eric. This is called survival. It's not cheating if it has to do with survival, I heard.
Got it.
A lot of people like to utilize that. We're talking about how many people are not getting arrested this year for all the crimes that they committed. And I'm like, damn, how do I get on that ticket? Because there's a lot of things I would like to go ahead and do without getting in trouble.
You just jump in the river or jump in the lake.
Jump in the lake, man. That's how you do it. So let's go ahead and talk about the main headline today, guys. And it's a little bit of a crazy story because I don't know how to go ahead and take this. Either I appreciate it or I wonder, how it all played out. But this is kind of crazy. And I'll just go ahead and get into the story. So a hiker needed help after running out of water. Now, one of the biggest things that they're also trying to go ahead and get across to everybody is like, make sure if you travel or hike that you're prepared for the travel or hike. Also, make sure that you know what kind of weather's coming because one of the biggest things that Prescott has to acknowledge is floods. But at the same time, we're not having to deal with any of those problems as of right now. But when it does come up, you guys have to be aware and prepared for everything and every trail that you walk on. So let me go ahead and get you the story. Hiker needed help after running out of water on Trail 305 Lynx Lake. At about 12:30 p.m. on Thursday, Prescott Regional Communication Centers received a 911 call about an elderly male that passed out while hiking near Lynx Lake. The caller was the patient's wife. Stated that she was on Trail 305 between Walker Road and Lynx Lake. Advanced life support gear was placed into a small backpack and crew members ran up to Trail 305 to make contact with the patient. They found the patient was an 87-year-old male and alert to everything around him and had symptoms consistent with dehydration. So this is where this is where like the oh wow and oh my gosh, if you're 87 years old and you're traveling on hiking, I really praise you. I don't know how to go about this, but I wanna congratulate the man and the wife that they're still out there hiking and doing their things. That is amazing. I want to be that person when I'm 87 years old, so we can go ahead and still enjoy nature and get out there and do my thing. But anyways, yeah, 87 years old, and he was out there doing his thing, but at the same time, he wasn't prepared. So, anyways, they did utilize this as an actual message to the people. If you do plan on hiking or trails, make sure you're prepared and ready for this. And
It's
also know
dry.
your surroundings.
It's dry out there, and it's still the desert. And I know it feels good and it feels cool, but that sun, especially at this altitude, beats you up. You've got to bring water.
Yeah, you have to bring water, and if it's not going to be a good thing. I mean, because ultimately things do happen, And Eric, I tell you what, it's one of those things where you just don't do it. Be prepared, and obviously, once again, you can't be down on a man that's 87 years old that's willing to go out there and still travel and hike and stuff like that. So you can't be upset about that, but you can be prepared. So, anyways, guys, make sure that everybody that you know and love and dearly love is always ready for any occasion, to be honest. So here's another story, Eric. This is the one that's kind of crazy because a lot of people are using the mail to do a lot of things, such as send bills, send letters, send Christmas cards,
Wait for
send
Amazon. Come on.
waiting for Amazon to come through. But these guys decided to go ahead and try to go ahead and ship some exotic drugs through the mail, and then they try to go ahead and cover it up and lie about it. So let me go ahead and tell you the story. A package of drugs prepared for mail is intercepted. Follow-up results in arrest of a significant drug weapon seizure by PET. So it actually went from one thing and it went strictly to another. On December 31st, 2020, officers from Prescott Valley Police Department contacted detectives from Partner Against Narcotic Task Force Trafficking, also known as PANT, regarding a suspicious package at the mail service center. Officers had been notified that a man came to the center requesting to ship a package. After completing the transaction, an employee noticed that he did believe that there were illegal drugs inside. I really don't know how you just walk up into the mail place and not secure your package if you're trying to do criminal activity. So I'm not trying to give you guys ideas, but this is not the smartest criminal award today. Unfortunately, they got busted. So, anyways, they got notified, and the name of the senders and recipients on the package, including the recipient's address in California. Eventually, contact was made with the person named as the sender, who is currently located in Texas. As requested, he sent a photo of himself to the detective to compare with the man seen in the video at the mail service center, and they were not the same individual. So he basically lied to the guy and said, I am this guy, and it was a guy that lived in Texas. And they ended up finding another man by the name of Arnold Chastain of Prescott Valley. He was 65 years old. The investigation continued on January 5th, where the Prescott Valley police officers and patent detectives went to Chastain's address of record in the 8900 block of East Ranger Court. In Prescott Valley, Chastain was initially found outside the home, and the information regarding his involvement with the package of meth was explained.
How does
Ask
this
me,
happen?
pretend you're coming to my house and you want to ask me about a chest of meth. This is role play. I want to role play real quick.
Is it in a
Okay.
shoebox? Is it like taped up? I mean,
I don't even know how to go about this, but anyways, he says when requested, Chastain gave consent to search his home.
okay.
And all of a sudden, his wife, the 60-year-old Kelly Balker, was also present inside the bedroom. A pet detective found a wooden box with marijuana and drug paraphernalia on top. Boker claimed that box was hers, and following her consent to search inside, the detective saw a container of apparent cocaine. Mind you, guys, these people are 65 and 62 years old. Both Chastain and Balco were detained, and a search warrant was sought and served. Detectives seized several $1,000s in U.S. currency, along with 43 grams of cocaine, 11 grams of meth, plus 7 grams from the packaged seeds earlier, 15 grams of psychobin mushrooms, 79 grams of hash, 277 grams of marijuana, 224 grams of Xanax, 3 homemade firearm suppressors, 3 oxycodone pills, and 25 firearms.
What
Oh
town
my
was this in?
God. Prescott Valley.
Oh gosh, wow.
So anyway, they were all booked on possession of marijuana, identity theft, and a weapons offense. He remains in custody on $10,000 bond. Bulker was booked on charges including possession of cocaine, possession of controlled substance, possession of drug paraphernalia, and weapons offense. She also remains in custody. Investigation into the activities of both suspects is ongoing. So yeah, my friends, it's crazy, but grandma and grandpa are selling drugs. So
Yeah, I read this morning that the economy lost like 127,000 jobs last month, but apparently they found new ones off book.
hey, when you got to survive, you got to survive. I guess this is the ultimate,
Wow.
the ultimate tool. But guys, you got to understand that that's not what you're supposed to be doing
It
in this
makes
life.
me
It's
wonder if
not.
their neighbors had a clue.
Who knows, man? Neighbors probably just ignoring everybody because they don't want to cause any problems. Like this dude that's causing problems on all of my group pages.
Hey, that,
Anyways, guys, this is insane to have these type of things come up in our communities. But what it comes down to is this: is like, yeah, as you said, Eric, everybody wants to go ahead and probably needs to go ahead and feed themselves. But ahead and get you guys food if you guys are in need. Bills are being I mean, the stimulus check came in, so I don't know exactly how much that's going to away from your family, your friends, your pet animals, for carelessness. I mean, it's just asinine to go ahead and
that's a good question. Where is the food? This is that happening this weekend? Tomorrow? Saturday?
ideally it still happens. I don't know if it's going to happen on this Saturday with Veronica, but I guess I could go ahead and look. You guys will be able to find that on the Prescott Times page or the events that are coming out. We'll make it work. We'll
So
make
it's
it work.
possible. We don't know. We'll find out. San Martin will post it. We don't know if there's food tomorrow.
We do not know. Let me give you one more last press release, and it has to deal with the juvenile. And unfortunately, guys, this is something that actually has to be told. And the only reason why is because you need to know where your kids are. And if you don't know where your kids have that question, this is what's going to end up happening. Juvenile arrested for gun thefts. It wasn't just a singular. It's plural, Eric. So this is following up to a release sent out on December 10th, which was printed below. And I don't know if you have any but this is what ended up happening. A 15-year-old has been arrested for multiple vehicle burglaries in the Quailwood area, in which several guns were stolen. In most of the incidents, the vehicles were unlocked. So this is failure for a lot of people as well. So you guys gotta play the role and help out because you
Yeah,
just can't invite the criminals in. That
in
is
San
too
Martin. I
easy
mean,
for
it's
them.
just crazy that you're not supposed to leave your gun in your car, but then also to leave it unlocked.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Yeah.
not a good thing. So this is where it's coming. Find these people. So if you're a criminal out there, you better watch out. There's cameras everywhere, and they're being released to all of the people. So if there's something that's going on down the street, they're going to go ahead and travel down the street and look at everybody's door ring and ask if they can go ahead and have their video. So it's going to be hard to be a criminal out there, guys.
And
But
San
anyway,
Martin,
let
just to
me.
be aware, I don't even think you have to ask. I think the police departments have access to it through Ring itself.
Yeah, it's an open app. I mean, if you don't have it on private, then obviously they could go ahead and observe it. Yeah.
Yep.
So, according to neighborhood surveillance videos, subjects were observed walking through neighborhoods during early hours of the morning, checking for unlocked vehicle doors. If the doors were unlocked, the subject would ransack the cars to remove items they wanted. Thus far, 3 stolen firearms have been recovered. So, guys, this is exactly what we don't want. Gosh, what is going on here?
We were looking at. You disappeared. Where'd you go?
I'm not disappearing. I'm not disappearing.
There you go. He's
Am I here?
back.
Am I here?
You hear it?
Especially your 15-year-old. Eric, do you know where your children are at all times?
Most of the time, yeah, I would have to say so. They've got
Okay.
those cool little GPS trackers in their phone.
Or you could do that. I mean, that's actually an easy fix after a lot of things. But hold on, I'm so sorry.
It's all
Oh
good.
gosh, oh gosh. Oh, what an
Call
issue.
us the technical difficulty show. It's okay.
Yeah, yeah, we love working this. I promise. I don't know what's going on. Oh my gosh, Eric. What's going on, Eric?
I can't see you.
Gosh, I don't even know what's going on. Oh, there we go. Here I am. I'm right here.
There we go. All right. Oh, that's crazy news you
So,
got going on. Any word about those bodies over by Cottonwood?
yeah, we haven't heard anything yet. So we are waiting for more information that's coming out. But I'm pretty sure it was that missing person that was reported back in September with a car that was found right there in the rest area.
Uh-huh.
So McGuireville, I think that they already solved it. They just got to wait for everything to come back, and I'm pretty sure they're going to go ahead and release that. As far as them having a what do you call it? It was I'm pretty sure it was that person, but we got to wait for it.
Makes sense.
We got to wait for the rest of the
I've got a
information.
release for you for the same area for those that love to camp. Uh, our Chino Valley and Prescott National Forest rangers are closing camping north and south of the 260 over in Verde Valley. So if you like to camp in that area, look it up before you go. It's like all the way up Mingus Mountain because they're closing down camping up in off the road and back in there a little bit for like 3 years.
Eric, um,
I lost your audio, bud.
so it's really hard to hear you. So this is what we're gonna do. Just go ahead and let me know if you can hear me really well, right?
I can, yeah,
Okay. Put the
I
speaker on.
can, I can. Now I can't.
Okay, cool. So, there was so many things that were presented yesterday after the weekend and the holidays and stuff like that. And now we're getting ready to move on towards 2021, and obviously we're kind of like stuck in the middle in limbo with a lot of like politics and stuff like that. So we are hoping that we can go ahead and get back to normal, where we are actually just living life and not having to worry about anything. So the vaccines are here. They're
You're on
getting
that topic. Joyce
administrated.
in the chat, San Martin, is asking about the vaccine. What's going on with vaccinations in Prescott? Are people sick? What's going on with COVID? So you open that can of worms. So let's answer Joyce's question. What do you know?
So what we do know is that they're handing out as many vaccines as they can possibly get them. So if you there's going to be phases, and I'll try to share those phases where you guys could understand how they're actually administering these drugs, these vaccines. So if you guys are at healthcare, if you're first responders, if you're 75 and older, these are the people that are going to be the first recipients of this vaccine. But it's also depending on what we are actually administrating, which I think we're going to be going with the Moderna. The reason why we're going with Moderna, from what I've been told from Dr. Nancy Bloom, was that is because nobody really has a 70 below refrigerator.
George, freezer. Yeah, they don't have the. Yes, that was going to be a problem with Pfizer, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so when you don't have that big old freezer to go ahead and house this vaccine, then guess what? It's going to be a problem. So what's happening is that doctors and the hospitals, and I think who's going to be administrating it is CVS and Walgreens. I don't know how they got involved in this, but they're going to be able to administrate them, deliver them to the locations that are needed, and that's how it's going to work.
They're
So
doing nursing
um,
homes first, right?
they were running for nursing homes first. So it's going to be a minute before us in the general public or the healthy people, quote unquote, would be able to go ahead and get that. And if you do have a provider, you might want to ask them what their timeline is, because they will also be the ones that can help you out in administrating this vaccine and also give you the pros and cons of it. because they do have a list of the ingredients that are in the Moderna vaccine. So, these are some of the things that you guys need. You guys are going to have to go out there and do your due diligence before you actually take the vaccine. So, make sure you guys check with your service or your doctors and whoever else you have to contact in order for this to be happening. So we'll go ahead and put out the timeline of when this is supposed to be happening. And her.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a good thing, but
But
you could.
just to think, Eric, that you could go ahead and be like, I feel relieved. I feel relieved. And that the word to say I feel relieved and safe to go around anybody is the
Uh,
best feeling ever.
yeah, but I mean that's not what they're saying, San Martin. They're saying that everybody's still gonna have to wear masks and social distance. You can't go hugging people.
I still hug people. I don't care.
I lost you.
I still hug people, man. I still hug people. I'm a hugger. I'm never gonna stop. Never. Never going to stop.
All right.
But anyways, I feel like we have a lot of people that are wanting to do it, but then because everybody wants to move on, Eric. But if
You
there's a
do.
lot of mixed commotion out there, it's going to be hard to make a choice. So make sure you guys really, really have somebody you could trust in the medical field that you could actually, you know,
And make sure the people that need it that are on the priority list get it. That's the other thing. Has your
yeah.
elders in your
So,
family been able to get it yet or no?
huh?
Has the older people in your family been able to get it yet or no?
No, I don't think that because my in my family, my dad, he's actually the oldest of the eldest, and I don't think he will get it because it's that point where, he's not really traveling or going anywhere and meeting people and seeing people. So I really don't know. That would be something that we all have to discuss for him. Because once again, and plus his immune system is not really too hot. So,
I
I
mean,
don't know if there's going to be.
there's a lot of personal choices for sure.
Yeah, there it is. There's a lot of personal choices going on here. Oh my gosh, Eric. So I ended up going over the analytics for the Prescott Times Facebook page and also the website, and I am just floored by how many people are coming around and actually utilizing the service that we made, a year and a half ago. And I tell you what, guys, I'm so pleased to announce that this is one of the biggest things that have ever happened as far as any businesses that I've actually really honestly been a part of. And the idea of just to be able to be in everybody's kind of like mind or their presence of like 140,000 people every 28 days with 100,000 freaking interactions on Facebook alone. It's amazing to go ahead and be out there to provide for this for you guys. So if you guys are out there and you guys are watching our videos, I appreciate it. Ideally, the diehard fans listen to this at the end, so they actually get the appreciation. So that's kind of the cool thing. So thank you guys out there
I'm
who
still
watch
waiting for
us.
I'm still waiting for the whatchamacallit card, the Prescott Times card. What was it?
Yeah. Eric, there were so many things that needed to be done. I feel that it was really stricken when all of a sudden when Jerry Cook was saying this is where we are now, with the timeline of how the actual virus was doing this thing. And so when I was getting ready, I was like, let's go. We're gonna do business mixers. We're gonna get out there and just get into the community. And all of a sudden, it was like
A
it
lot
popped
of
up.
chatter going on our chat here about ICUs and YRMC here and talking about things being full and things just not being really good right now. So hopefully we can stay positive and not in the COVID positive sense, but positive that this is the worst of it and that we'll be coming out of it in a different direction soon. It's starting to warm up. Like it's over 70 in Phoenix, San Martin. That's huge.
Deal, man. And then I'm really once again, I'm not a doctor, and I'm just a man that's trying to live this life like you guys all are. I'm not in do whatever you want with no fear. That's the day that I want to live for, and I hope that we actually experience in a very quick manner rather than too late of a manner. So life will go on, Eric,
It will. It
sick or
will.
not, will go on.
On, it's that time.
Okay, with that being said, my friend, I really appreciate everybody watching the show. And I thank you, Eric, for also joining us. We are going on our 50,000th episode. And we are loving it. And make sure to follow the Prescott Time Zone.
Yeah, Haley's excited. That's cool.
The first one will be issued on